Good evening. You're watching News Epicentre with me, Marya Shakil. The murder of Punjabi singer Sidhu MooseWala sent shockwaves around the world. His murder in broad daylight exposed the nexus of criminals who operate from jails and under the watch of the police, continuing their rackets with impunity and without fear. This has been highlighted by the brazen escape of one of the accused in the murder case, a gangster named Tinu. He is a close aide of jailed gangster Lawrence Bishnoi, the man who hatched the plot against MooseWala and is accused of providing logistical support to the shooters who gunned down the singer. Tinu fled from the custody of the CIA unit of the Mansa police while he was being brought on remand from Kapurthala jail. The Punjab police has launched a search operation to nab the gangster and has arrested and sacked the Mansa CIA unit in charge, Sub-Inspector Preetpal Singh. He has been accused of helping the gangster escape by taking him out of the police station in his own private vehicle. The opposition is raining fire on the Aam Aadmi Party government, accusing it of being hand in glove with criminals. MooseWala's family has accused Bhagwant Mann of looking weak in front of criminals, questioning his promise of swift justice. The Aam Aadmi Party, meanwhile, has accused previous governments for the police gangster nexus, claiming they are taking action against such black sheep in the police of Punjab. But amidst this blame game, who should the common man look to for justice and faith in the law and order machinery? Who has allowed this nexus to thrive? And given the high-profile nature of this case, is the Punjab government guilty of treating it with kid gloves?
ਇਸ ਤੋਂ ਸਪਸ਼ਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਕਾਲੀ ਭੇਡ ਉਸ ਵਿਅਕਤੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਉਸ ਗੈਂਗਸਟਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਮਿਲੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀਗੀ ਤੇ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਔਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਦਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇਖੋ ਕਿ ਇਮੀਡੀਏਟਲੀ ਉਸ ਕਲਪ੍ਰਿਟ, ਉਸ ਗੁਨਾਹਗਾਰ ਪੁਲਿਸ ਅਫਸਰ ਦੇ ਖਿਲਾਫ FIR ਦਰਜ ਹੋ ਗਈ, ਉਹਨੂੰ ਅਰੈਸਟ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਡਿਸਮਿਸ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਸਰਵਿਸ ਤੋਂ ਪ੍ਰੋਸੈਸ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੱਲ ਹੀ ਸ਼ੁਰੂ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ।
आम आदमी पार्टी दरअसल गैंग्स और माफिया पर क्रैकडाउन नहीं कर रही, उनको समर्थन दे रही है।
अमीर आदमी पार्टी को इधर उधर हाथ पांव मारने की बजाय पंजाब में शासन दिया है लोगों ने, तो वहां पे कंसंट्रेट करना चाहिए।
कानूनी पूछा हाल तक 4 महीने हो गए, मैंने बहुत गिला प्रशासन नाल भी, सरकार तो साडी निकम्मी सरकार है।
It is not just cop-criminal nexus. What is evident now is that there is a cop-criminal and politician nexus. Breaking now on News Epicentre is the inside details of how Tinu made his escape. Top sources are telling CNN News 18 that the Mansa CIA, Preetpal Singh, had taken Tinu to meet his girlfriend. What kind of understanding did they really reach? And how much money was paid to Preetpal Singh for arranging this kind of meeting? Preetpal Singh, who is now suspended and an inquiry has been initiated against him, is the black sheep in this Punjab police nexus that we keep talking about. He has also served as a member of the SIT probing MooseWala murder. If there was this understanding between him and the accused, then can we really say that there will be free and fair probe? Preetpal Singh accompanied Tinu to a hotel in the town of Junir. So that's where he actually escaped from. Tinu had grown close to Preetpal Singh, and it was he, then realizing that Preetpal Singh and he were completely in sync with each other, he prepared his escape. Preetpal Singh had provided mobile phone to Tinu, and that is what the investigation has also revealed. And these mobile phones were recovered from his barrack 2 weeks before the escape. Tinu had called his friends to be ready with a car because he was going to meet his girlfriend at a hotel, and Preetpal Singh, who was the CIA in charge, was in fact responsible for this escape. What is worse and shocking and deeply shameful for Punjab police or cops in any part of India is that Preetpal Singh was asleep in another room when Tinu in fact escaped. So what is worse is the details that are emerging in this investigation, which is clearly showing that there is much more than what meets the eye. Joining me now, Anil Sareen. He is the chief spokesperson of Punjab BJP. Arshpreet Kardial is advocate and spokesperson of the Congress. Dr. Sidhu MooseWala is the spokesperson of the Aam Aadmi Party. We also have Hemant Atri, senior journalist. Yashwardhan Azad, former IPS officer. Yashwardhan Azad, a cop here is an accomplice. And so what does it reflect on the overall investigations so far?
Well, I can say only this much, that the entire investigation is botched. And the worst part is that the MooseWala incident had raised such a hue and cry in the entire state. How can you allow a criminal who's taken out of the jail to go out in a private car and then visit a hotel? Obviously, it has not been managed properly by the senior officers. And the ostensible reason given is that he was taken out to find out something and to make some recoveries. This is a clear case of a conspiracy. This is a clear case of collusion. And this is nothing new, Marya. And that is why in such sensitive cases, you need a very strong upper hand. All over the country, this is happening. When the mujrim peshi is done by the people, by the constables out of jail or out of the police station and from remand, then this is what happens. Money is given to those constables, and then they attend to their personal needs. They meet their relatives. They go for good food and things like that.
Yes. So what is becoming clear here is, Yashwardhan Azad, that he is also the member of the SIT. So the investigation is botched up from the word go. Then why should the family of Sidhu MooseWala, who is expecting justice at the hands of the state government and Punjab police, have faith in the administration or the entire nature of investigation? And all the promises that have been made by the Aam Aadmi Party government, Dr. Ahluwalia, they have no faith. Tinu was not even handcuffed. He was taken in a private vehicle of Preetpal Singh. What more evidence do you need of this collusion that is there?
The investigation about Preetpal Singh is going out, and in the initial investigation, though he has been suspended and hard action will be taken against him. The main thing what Aam Aadmi Party, all these old politicians have given birth to so many gangsters, and the style of people doing all this work, now they will not be spared because there is no godfather or any politician who is a godfather who can save anybody. Action has been taken, and Bhagwant Singh Maan is personally monitoring the issue. The police has been alerted, and everyone has been alerted till the Nepal, because there are chances that he may run to Nepal, and all the actions have been taken place. Though we can understand that what these policemen have done by escaping him, but the investigation is going on, and we are taking harsh steps to stop these kinds of actions. What previous governments have lost their authenticity.
So you are putting the blame on the previous government, and that previous government was of the Congress party. Arshpreet Kardial, any cleanup of a system cannot happen overnight. If the Aam Aadmi Party government has come and they are looking at cleanup, and if people like Preetpal Singh are black sheep, then their conduct will only lead to expose of this nature. So it's basically your government and the Akalis who have created this system of nexus. Is the charge coming from Aam Aadmi Party? Go ahead.
Number one, it's not really overnight. Kindly allow me an uninterrupted minute. I don't think so. It's overnight. It's already been more than 6 months since Aam Aadmi Party came into power. And ever since they have come, the law and order situation of Punjab has not just been deteriorating. It's in shambles. Number two, when this incident happens, Mr. Bhagwant Maan was busy enjoying Garba in Gujarat. when this incident happens, and like Mr. Ahluwalia quoted that, back in the day also incidents have happened, or at all these kind of incidents, the Home Minister
Over
used to be
90
here, the CM
gangsters
used to be
have
here,
been
especially
arrested.
the head of the
Over
state.
90
Please hear me out. Please do not interrupt. Please do not interrupt. I not continue.
Over 90
I not
gangsters
continue.
have been arrested
If you
by
could
Bhagwant
please
Mann
ask Mr. Ahluwalia to be quiet.
No, over 90
Please,
gangsters.
let's
Who
have a
has given
separate
birth to these gangsters?
See, I
Why you
not
are saving
continue.
them?
I
Why
not
you
you.
are
Please
acting
talk.
like their
Please
godfather?
talk.
Why you are
Please
saving
talk.
these gangsters?
I won't talk.
Why you
I
are
won't talk.
saving them? You
I won't
have
talk like
saved
this.
these gangsters.
I won't
Akali
talk
Dal
like
has given
this.
birth to
I
them.
won't talk
You
like
have
this.
saved them.
I
by
won't talk
becoming
like
their
this.
godfather.
I won't
You
talk
are now
like this.
blaming Bhagwant Mann
If you
for
could
it.
please, if you could please
you are
have
fully
him.
responsible for doing all this.
If you could please
Mr.
have him.
Patel,
Dr. Ahluwalia, Dr. Ahluwalia, it is the
Bhagwant
government
Mann is
which will
working
face
day and night
questions
to
if
stop-
incidents like these
to
are
control the
reported.
law and order.
Few
What you
weeks
have
back,
created.
listen to me, Dr. Ahluwalia. Please respond to my question. If you're not ready to respond to your political opponents, respond to this question. Few weeks back, 2 mobile phones were recovered from Tinu's possession inside the Goindwal Sahib jail barrack, where he was lodged with 6 other accused in Sidhu MooseWala murder case. What did the police do then?
May I?
Police is taking hard action, and SIT has been formed for that also. Harjot Pence is directly visiting every jail of Punjab. But these mafias were created by whom? These previous governments. The Congress and the Shiromani Akali Dal and Bharatiya Janata Party has created a menace in Punjab and all over India, and they are trying to blame us.
May I please
Okay, Dr. Ahluwalia, listening to what the
These are
Congress is saying,
people who have
please.
given birth.
You'll have to
These are the
listen to
people, madam, who
other
have given
panelists
birth
as
to
well.
these gangsters.
I have 2 other
These are
panelists who have
the
not
people.
spoken. Please go ahead, Arshdeep. Quickly.
Kindly, Mr.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mr. Ahluwalia, please do not interrupt me. There are very important points. Number one, when this happens, the CM, the head of the state, wasn't here. And back in the day, when any incident used to happen, they accused the Akali Dal for the sacrilege incident, for the Kot Kapura firing incident, saying that the Home Minister was responsible, the Deputy CM was responsible. Now, in the same logic that you have been accusing the Akali Dal of, how is Mr. Bhagwant Mann not accused? How is Mr. Bhagwant Mann not responsible? Number 2, the Aam Aadmi Party has time and again let these incidents happen. At first, Patiala incident happens. Then murders happen of kabaddi players of MooseWala. And then we have protests, we have threat calls, we have extortions, we have abductions, we have drug rate at an all-time high. It is all because of the Aam Aadmi Party's incompetence and inexperience. Number 2, the mother of Sidhu MooseWala, Charan Kaur ji, she said there is no more hope of any justice ever since the Aam Aadmi Party has come.
Anil Sareen, spokesperson of the Punjab BJP. Look, the problem here is that the entire investigation.
That is what the mother of Sidhu MooseWala has said, that they have been helping them instead of punishing them.
Yes, the entire investigation and the promises that have been made since May 29th, since the day of the murder, has only shown several linkages that have been built. Someone who is inside the jail is actually plotting murder of someone. He is no ordinary person. He is actually a popular singer. The accused in all, there are 24 of them. The 17th suspect in this case, an accused, is a habitual offender. He is facing cases of murder, of other crimes as well. And what we see is that he manages to escape only because a cop, takes him in a private vehicle to meet his girlfriend, is sleeping in another room, and he manages to escape.
Marya, this is a case of an utter failure of law and order in Punjab. The manner of escape of category A gangster Deepak Mundi from the police custody is painfully mind-blowing. It is clearly a shabby case of connivance of Punjab police who almost foolishly and irresponsibly manipulated and facilitated this fiasco. It is dreadful to even imagine how the police stage managed it. As reported in the media, you also reported it, the police officer escorting this criminal gangster single-handedly, ignoring all the basic protocols and these SOPs. Prima facie, it looks as if the government official has done it in a pre-planned manner out of fear, bribe, influence, consent. God knows about it. Just imagine how atrocious and irresponsible it is even to hear that the concerned police officer arranged a mobile phone for him so that he can talk to other criminal gangsters, his mentors, his accomplices. And then he went on to the extent of consenting to accompany him to a place, a hotel, which is a totally unauthorized place, to enable his meeting with a close friend and then finally facilitating his escape.
Dr. Ahluwalia, the point being made by your political opponents are valid. And those are legitimate concerns. And instead of putting the blame कि आपके time पे ये हुआ, we are cleaning up the system, that is not how governance and the new age politics is. You have to take the blame.
They have given birth to criminals. They have given birth to mafias. We are trying to eliminate them. See, we cannot do this in 6 months. We need time. They have created so much fuss in state of Punjab by giving birth to criminals. This Bharatiya Janata Party, in collaboration with the coalition, has given birth. And these were given shelters by Congress people for so many years. What kind of state they have made? We request through you to people of Punjab. People of Punjab knows that
is what the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to say. Number two, I would ask Aam Aadmi Party just one question. What are you going to do with regards to the minister's statement? With regards to this case, will you sack it? Will you condemn it? Will you disown the statement? Is there anything that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to do about the minister's statement? He said it's a diary issue. Do you condemn it? Do you condemn it? Do you condemn it or do you not? Do you disown the statement or do you not? Number two, you could punish the
hand in glove. They are not ready. They are not ready to.
Why have you not taken an action?
This is a very serious issue. You should
posted on Twitter that Mr. MooseWala's security has been withdrawn.
You just ask
when
them,
would you take an action
their
against
jail
that
minister
person?
who went to the jail?
When would you take an action against that person? Whoever put on your Twitter page that MooseWala's security has been withdrawn. By when, Mr. Ahluwalia, would the Aam Aadmi Party take an action against the person who posted on Twitter that Mr. MooseWala's security has been withdrawn? Why has nothing been done till date? When you can dismiss a CI inspector, why can't you dismiss your party leader or worker, whoever posted on the page because of which MooseWala is no good against us? Number two, the minister's statement, you condemn it or do you not condemn it? Number three, I would ask you from the Aam Aadmi Party, are you giving us a certificate that no matter what happens, we always will use this
No, but Dr. Ahluwalia, this is not how governments run. You cannot constantly blame your predecessors. You have to take action.
They have given birth.
You cannot just say that the police has registered a case against all, including Deepak Tinu. How did the phone land in his barrack? What was this cop getting in return that he takes him in his private car? And he is also a member of the SIT that has been set up for the investigation of Sidhu MooseWala. So there are several questions that remain unanswered, and even as we are looking for answers in those cases, in the entire investigation, there is another twist that has come up now. Yes, Hemant Attri.
The initial investigation.
Hemant Attri and Yashwardhan Azad now, please. Yes, go ahead.
Maryaji, I am afraid that this issue is such of a sensitive proportion that it needs much more better than the tutu memo of the political party.
Absolutely.
And believe you me, this is the most shocking case in 25 years of my journalistic career. And I fully agree with what Mr. Yashwardhan Azad said. But there are 2-3 quick points that I would like to mention. This is not the first day before yesterday that this Pritpal, sub-inspector, he took this man to his girlfriend first time. He was doing it for last 3 days. So there are certain professional hierarchies in the police force, and Mr. Azad will 100% agree with me. What was the supervisory officer doing there? If at all a sub-inspector is taking a person who is accused in such a high-profile case, that too of a Sidhu MooseWala case, he is being taken in a private car for 3 consecutive days to his girlfriend. What is the supervisory officer and the overall system of Punjab Police doing? That is point number 1. Number 2, this system, this is not restricted to only Punjab Police. There is something more to it. On the same very day that Mr. Deepak, ran away from the police custody, there was one more fellow whom we all are missing. He is wanted in 9 cases, and he ran away from the custody of the jail authorities. from Patiala. He was accused in 9 cases. The local SSP warned the jail authorities in July only that he can run away. Still, he ran away on a very special pretext on that. His name is Amrik. He was wanted in 9 cases of drug peddling. My issue is somewhat greater, Marya, and you will agree with me. This is not only police, this is not only Preetpal, this is not 1, 2 or 3 isolated people. This is a, gang of,
Is this almost like a culture in Punjab police, Yashwardhan Azad?
Precisely.
Well,
Precisely.
Marya, I feel very sorry for Punjab police, which had reached such glorious heights in defeating terrorism in Punjab.
That's right.
Has come down to this state of affairs. I have 3 very brief points to make. One is that the jail administration is in pits almost in all the states. Therefore, what this criminal had, this mobiles, he didn't even need the support of the policemen. The prison authorities do it very well. The prison authorities come under the state and they provide almost everything to the VIPs or to gangsters. Second point, the SIT team, since it was a part of ongoing investigation, when you make a recovery from a criminal, you take him out of jail. Therefore, the persons involved with the investigation are doing it. So this is like amanat mein khayanat, what this Preetpal Singh has done. And unfortunately, it's so shocking, and I can't believe it, that in such a high-profile case, there is nobody even to look at it as to what recovery has been made and what has been done so far. And the third part is, yes, the administration is involved. If you have a state where 8 DGPs have changed in a spate of, 12 months or something, what kind of stability can you expect? You really have to get Punjab police on the block again, because these kind of things otherwise will keep happening.
On that note, I would end this discussion. Thank you so much for joining us. Anil Sareen, Dr. Ahluwalia, Ashdeep Kardial, Hemant Atri and Yashwardhan Azad. We are slipping into a short break. After that, BJP's mega outreach to Jammu and Kashmir, from the Valley to the United Nations. That and much more when we return. Stay with us.